राम नाम भजले राम नाम सुखधाम भजले राम नाम सुखधाम भजले राम नाम सुखधाम तेरा पूरन हो सब काम तेरा पूरन हो सब काम भजले राम नाम सुखधाम भजले राम नाम सुखधाम संत समागम संत समागम संत समागम संत समागम करे निरंतर संत समागम करे निरंतर जग से हो उपरात जग से हो उपरात ब्रह्मानंद परम पद पावे ब्रह्मानंद ब्रह्मानंद परम पद पावे मन होवे निष्काम मनवा मन होवे निष्काम भजले राम नाम सुखधाम भजले राम नाम सुखधाम भजले राम नाम सुखधाम राम नाम सुख राम नाम सुख राम नाम सुखधाम
भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
Is this working? I remember more than 1 lakh combinations of astrology calculations, but this I need to read. I wanted to say so many things and I wanted to thank so many people. I kept thinking if I go random, I might miss out. So I'm going to read from this, okay? But it's written by me. So firstly, namaskar everyone and a big welcome. I'm very grateful you all could make it. I truly, truly value your time. And this is what I have to say. I'm deeply grateful to each one of you for being here, for taking the time, energy and resources to join us for this first retreat and the first ever kind of event that Astro Kanu has ever hosted. This is an attempt to create a real difference, something that has always been purpose behind my work. There are many people right now doing spiritual work, events, especially astrology, because it's always trending on the internet. But there are a few that work not for profit, but for this feeling of knowing that something is going to change in your life or that something has already changed in your life. This is what I work for. And I've been very, very fortunate to come across a set of people who also feel the same way, which is so rare, and I feel so blessed. I have been in my course of work trying to work with the goal of not just to create money, though it is a resource that enables us to work better, but to create a positive shift in everyone's life who comes across me. And as I said, I'm blessed to be surrounded by 4 such people who have connected with my work. Ranjini, Janvi, Sanchi and Prabhat. Each one of them is doing genuine, commendable and work in their own field that brings authenticity and exactly working for the same goal to create positivity and do some genuine work when 95% of the people are just selling the things. When I first shared the idea of the retreat with them, I told them openly, it's not going to be big on commercials, we are not going to make money, but it's going to be meaningful and we'll do some real work. Immediately they said, yeah, they didn't even ask me for details, we are coming. First message reply was, we are coming. And that I think is the real value that I feel I want in my so many years of this business, I should say. I often say that I have had data to prove that 90% of my clients achieve visible changes to reach their goals. But what about the remaining 2%? There are people who want shortcuts. They come to me and say, आप पैसे ले लो मैम, कुछ भी कर दो, बॉस को हैंडल कर लो बस आप इसी तरह. And women who want to come and say, इस लड़की को मेरे घर में बहू बनके नहीं आना चाहिए, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, आप जो बोलोगे हम करने को तैयार हैं. And my reply to them is, आप refund ले लो. Because in rare such cases, I've actually refunded clients last minute to say, this reading is not aligning, the stars are not okay, I am not able to do this today, and I refund. Because that's not how I work. The 2% are the people who think money can buy everything. Money should be the happiest. Mark should be living in heaven. I don't see them looking so happy. I think they are very stressed. They have their days as everyone else. So clearly money is not going to buy you happiness. But there are people who believe so. They go to 10 other places after spending lakhs, finally come and say, आप ही बता दो क्या करना है. अब तो नहीं हो पा रहा कहीं भी. So that is the 2%. So if you are willing to make an effort, if you want to actually change your life, some amount of effort has to be made, right? So what I say is that do something that is going to create an opening in your own life from which change can start coming in. I can push that change, but the initiation has to be from you. I am very clear, you cannot just book random online sessions that everyone is doing about in the world with me and come and do a session, because that is not how. Life is a combination of what happens to us and how we respond to what happens to us. That second part, how we handle things, is where our power lies. That is what we can change. Astrology appears again and again in our scriptures. The Mahabharata mentions it, the Ramayana mentions it, the Puranas talk about exact nakshatras, exact tithi, hour, why. Because these scriptures are trying to not to tell you to fear this, but trying to tell you how you can actually use this information to start the positive things in your life. How to manage our destiny better. Remedies have their place, but real transformation begins when we understand the lessons we are meant to learn and evolve our responses when destiny meets us. How we meet it is up to us. That understanding is what truly changes life and the essence of how you're feeling the experience of living this life. And that is my goal. When you come to me, that is what I want to achieve. To all my clients who are here, I'm very happy today and I'm very grateful that you could make it. During the retreat, you will learn how to change your life completely if you do the 98 and not be the 2%. अब तो retreat attend करके अपने आप हो जाएगा नहीं. You will have to pay attention to what we are teaching you. You will have to be willing to absorb it and try it out. Keep an open mind. Listen, ask, reflect. Each workshop is interactive and intensive. We are here to support you through these changes, but you must be willing to try something new and challenge your own thinking patterns. This year, we launched Elevate by Astro Kanu. Thanks for the tech team. And it's a simple, genuine platform, unlike the many call center style astrology apps. Even within the app, we've kept our core values and we've made it very simple. Again, you cannot jump into paying money, but you have to actually go through some understanding of things. AI Satya, the conscious AI you met in the app, has been personally trained by me on these same principles of Dharma. And I'm sorry to say, but that AI understands Dharma better than most humans right now. When you talk to him, you won't feel it's AI. You'll get true Vedic guidance and you'll feel a sense of compassion coming from him. Explore the app. It has many free features created to support exactly the kind of growth we are all working towards. I'm truly grateful to my tech team, Hardik, who's about to reach, Vishal, who's here, Anujit, Himanshu, and our newest member, Shiva. They joined me at a time when none of them even knew what Zodiac signs are. And I thought to myself, Excel sheet is technology. And from then, that moment, we all started a journey together. Over time, they've learned about life and spirituality and astrology, and I've learned technology. So it's been a growing experience where we push each other to grow professionally as well as personally. And I'm proud to have a team that works with the core values and integrity that I stand for. As we begin this retreat, I invite you to stay fully present. Keep your phones away for these days, please. It's phone's going to go nowhere. Your reels are going to be there. The people are going to stay. The people will be talking the same old rubbish that you want to escape from. So during these days, use your phone to the minimal. I know everyone's been saying network nahi hai, Wi-Fi nahi chala, bahut acha. I'm not complaining too much. Because nahi chalega, tabhi aap idhar dhyan laga paoge. Nahi to ghar mein aaj khana ban gaya. Acha, what has that been doing? Ye sab chalta rahega. So get out of that. Just spend time here. You've come here. I'm lucky and so are you. Use this time. Keep your phones aside as much as possible. The world will stay where it is. It will not collapse without your phones. But this time is exclusively just for you. Let your mind rest, absorb and rewire itself with everything we share over the next few days. Think of this as a gentle walk, like a reprogramming for your life. You will see new things unfold once you return home if you take this pause. Part of the effort is to take this pause. Enjoy the workshops, the beach, the pool and the energy of Goa itself. I began this journey simply by guiding people through astrology. Over time, those clients have become family. And Astro Kanu has become a community. Today, one of my clients has brought the guitar very excited to sing a bhajan, and I'm so grateful to you, Deep, for that. And that is the kind of relationships I'm talking about, which happen when you move beyond trying to make money and want to do genuine work. And I really hope that other people in my field can get inspired to do this, because unfortunately, the name of astrology itself right now is tarnished very heavily. So with that, some love and joy, let us begin. And I now invite Deep to lead us into his bhajan, and thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for being here.
Please. कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं, तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभं, रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभं। कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, तुम सुलाते नहीं, तुम माता की जैसे सुलाते नहीं, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभं, रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभं। ब्रज के नंदलाला राधा के सांवरिया, सभी दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया। ब्रज के नंदलाला राधा के सांवरिया, सभी दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया। पता नहीं किस रूप में आकर नारायण मिल जाएंगे, पता नहीं किस रूप में आकर नारायण मिल जाएंगे, निर्मल मन के दर्पण से वह राम के दर्शन पाएंगे, पता नहीं किस रूप में आकर नारायण मिल जाएंगे, निर्मल मन के दर्पण से वह राम के दर्शन पाएंगे।
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
So, I wish all of you a very warm welcome in this beautiful setting. If you look that side, the sun is setting and our sun is rising right now because we're going to start this retreat. And before we do this, I just wanted to thank Anupriya for inviting me. The moment she told me, I was so excited. I said, yes, let's do this. Let's all meet because we've been meeting each other online, but we had not really met face to face. So let me just give a little introduction about myself. My name is Ranjani, and basically I'm a math teacher. But almost 25 years ago, I got my first, I would say, interaction with Reiki, and I wasn't well, and I received a Reiki healing session, and it had a miraculous effect on me, and I actually came back, like my health improved so fast just with one healing, and I was like, what is this? I need to learn. So now what happened is, it took me a few years, and by 2006, I was a certified like Reiki teacher and a Reiki healer, and that's how like the whole idea was that here was something which healed me before, because before that, no one knew what had happened to me. None of the tests were showing anything. I was losing my weight very fast and I was really sick. But there was no diagnosis. But with Reiki, it seemed as if I got a new life, and I thought, this is it. This is it. So just wanted to learn it and then start helping others. So it's been a long journey, and 2006 I started professional work, and I haven't looked back, and I think I'm very happy that I've been able to help some people with things that can drive people really, like to frustration and helplessness when we are unwell. So yeah, so there I am, and my math journey is continuing along with the Reiki journey. So I take online math classes from grade 5 to grade 10, all the boards, and I said, like, so with Reiki, what happened when I learned, I got introduced to the holistic approach of healing. And somehow I always knew that when we are unwell, it's not just the physical, there has to be the other aspects. So the emotional, mental, and the spiritual aspects. So we'll be, of course, talking more about Reiki in tomorrow's session, but this is just about me. So here I am, and how I can help you is by letting you know what Reiki is, and how learning that is going to be helpful to everyone. Whether you learn it or not, that's not so important. What is important is that you understand what is the holistic approach to having a balanced and a healthy life. So, well, that's about it, I think. And I'm here with all of you, looking forward to the next few days and have some fun also, apart from our other interactions that we are going to do. So, yes, so I'd like to invite Janvi, and she's going to introduce herself to you. And just one last thing was that with Reiki around 2019, few of my students told me that you must have a social media, like you must come on social media, you must have a page and things. So I said, okay, so I have to have a name. So somebody said, call yourself Ruhani Reiki. So Ruh means soul, and I do believe that healing happens at the soul level. So the Reiki page that I have is called Ruhani Reiki. So yeah, handing it over to Janvi.
Everyone, first and foremost, thank you to Kanu for this retreat and giving an opportunity for being here. This wasn't planned from my side at all. I just landed up being over here. Maybe it's a destiny. So thank you, Kanu, for this. Now a bit about me. My name is Janvi. My journey started at the age of 17. Okay, it started not as a curiosity, but it started as a way to heal myself, to get out of trauma. And from there, it went on continuing learning a lot of energy healing, a lot of spirituality, went into occult sciences, and slowly I realized that a lot is stored in the mind too, and the body too. So then the journey began in learning Bhakti, psychology, hypnotherapy, name it, I would have learned it. And then in the whole journey of healing myself and getting myself sorted, changing my relationships, everything, the thing that happened was, I realized that one more aspect which was missing was nutrition, which not many people talk about. How nutrition affects your body, how trauma affects your body, how your identity is formed based on your childhood. Everything that you learned about yourself and the person that you have become is from your childhood. Our self-concept, our self-perception. Even you say that I am creative, I am nurturing, I am loving. Okay, the concept of who I am is also a self-perception which we have learned it from someone else, not with who we are. So with tomorrow's work, what we are going to be doing is breaking down the concept of identity. Breaking down to a point where you land up questioning yourself, how do I call myself that I am a procrastinator? Because many of them said that they are procrastinator, many of them said that they lack discipline. But the identity is I am not disciplined. How did that come from? And how is that stored in your body? How is your body responding to it? How is your nervous system responding to it? How is your mind responding to it? So we will be learning about all of those concepts, breaking it down, and also teaching you how to get out of it. So tomorrow is, no, that's on 8th. You'll be going into a deep dive into how your identity is formed and how do you get out of the trap. And I always say, it is not I am, it is a part of me which is a procrastinator. Because you're not a procrastinator, you're not disciplined, it's a part of you. So we will be doing a lot of parts work, a lot of identity work, and seeing how to get out of it. So that's about me, and I'm passing it out to Sanji.
Well, it's so nice to be here, and surprisingly, it's also the first time I'm meeting Kanu. So I started tarot card reading by absolute accident in 2019 end. I was going through something in life, and I happened to go to a tarot card reader. And I didn't tell her too much, and I told her, okay, I'm going through this, give me an answer. And she said, हाँ ये होएगा. And I was like, ये तो नहीं चाहिए पर मेरे को. And during the session, I asked her, I was like, you teach? So she said, yes, I do. I was like, fantastic. So why don't you just teach me? And I'm going to answer this question for myself because I don't want to buy what someone else is saying, because that's definitely not what I want in life. And then one thing led to another. I learned it just to answer a single question for myself. And I think it's been 6 years now. Kanu was one of my initial guinea pigs, where, you know, that phase where you're reading. So I was never a religious person, I was never a spiritual person. My dad goes to the Gurdwara every day, and I would be sitting in the car and he would be fuming. He's like, this is badtameezi, andar aao. And I was like, जब अंदर से आएगा मैं आ जाऊंगी, अभी नहीं आ रहा तो what do I come and just bow my head for nothing? And I don't know what happened, something struck somewhere, and you know, then people would start coming back to you and then they would tell you, no, you told me this and this happened. And that's where I think you gain confidence and you realize somewhere that you were probably meant to be on a certain path. And I think the most redundant statement that people use is, "Arey, we can't change now." You know, we spent 45 years of our life like this, we spent 60 years of our life like this, now you can't expect us to change. I think you can change at any point, and I've seen that with myself. I've seen life turn around, obviously for the better, life with people turn around, you just have to kind of make that switch, right? And as all the three said before, it's a constant work in progress, but you have to want to do that. And it's one of the most fulfilling and the most beautiful journeys. And we can't, the 5 of us can't wait to take all of you through it. And hopefully, somewhere down the line, if not just in these 3 days, switch your lives around. So thank you, and this was wonderful, and the highlight is meeting everybody, yes, but also meeting one of the people I used as a guinea pig in my journey initially. Thank you.
Hari Om everyone. Namaste. My name is Prabhat, and I would like to thank Astro Kanu and the universe for bringing us all here. I guess we have some karma with each other, and I would like to start by inviting all of you that you are here now, isn't it? All of us are here, and we are going to be here for next few days, so might as well give our 100% now. All of you must have taken a lot of effort to get here, you know, from Mumbai, from Delhi. I've come from Rishikesh, so it took a lot of effort and work to get here. Well, you are here now. And from this moment onward, try to give your 100%. You know, the more you give, the more you will get. So I invite all of you that let's try our best. Let's open our minds and hearts, and whatever activity, you know, it is, just give your 100% and see what happens. And then this attitude can come into your life itself. And I think everybody has shared some beautiful thoughts that the healing begins, you know, from the soul, the mind, the energy, the physical body. You know, they're all connected. And this we will talk about, you know, once we talk about, I think, many of these topics. We're coming to myself. So, I am somebody who is, from a very young age, I never connected with spirituality. I never connected with religion. I thought all of this is a scam. And because of the people, I saw around me, the whole relationship with spirituality, with God, with ourselves seemed very materialistic to me. From a young age, I never connected. Luckily, I think, as somebody mentioned, for me, it started by accident. I was in India for a small family reunion and my dad fell sick. So instead of running away from, everything, I decided to stay back with him. And I was so bored. I was so bored that my mom's the yoga teacher, so I never tried yoga. I thought, it's for people, older people, or for people with problems like my mother. I'm perfect. Why would I need it? But I was so bored, I thought, okay, my flexibility in the body is really bad. And I'm a rock climber. I like to do rock climbing, a lot of adventure sports. So I thought, yes, it can help me. So I tried some sessions with it. And then I was like, oh, this is good. And I like to read. So I started reading about it. And everybody was saying yoga is not a physical practice. It is about connecting with yourself. And I was like, my mom, as usual, she doesn't know what she's doing. I need to, find from the real master. So I went to Rishikesh, I went to like 15 different yoga schools. And somehow everybody was saying, sir, you do this 1 month course, you become a yoga teacher. I was like, books are saying it's a journey of a lifetime. Here you become yoga teacher in a month. Yes, it will certify you also. Okay, let's try. Luckily for me, before this 4 weeks could be over, the COVID stuck. And I was not allowed to leave Rishikesh for next 2 years. I was literally stuck in the yoga school for 2 years, and I think that's how I got a real taste of the yoga. I was lucky enough to meet the real yogis. I found my spiritual teacher, Guru, and from that time, everything has started changing. And now I'm trying to share what really yoga means. So we'll talk about it later in the workshop. About myself, I'm somebody. I was born in Delhi. I have lived in Hyderabad. I have lived in Rajasthan. I did my engineering from BITS Pilani, masters from there as well. I worked in Bangalore. I went back to Delhi. I did some startups there, and somehow I ended up in Taiwan. It's a very beautiful place. I spent my last 12 years there. In between, I lived in Rishikesh for a couple of years. I went to Dharamshala, stayed there for some time with a Himalayan yogi. And now Rishikesh has pulled me back. And for the last 1 year, I am in Rishikesh and starting to feel more like a home to me. I may never leave. Let's see. I don't make any decisions anymore. Wherever universe will take me, I go there. And with that, I think I will stop the introduction. And I will give a chance to all of you perhaps. If you want to share something, you want to give your small introduction, let's do that. Right.